Gandang araw, class. Welcome to our subject, Engineering Economy. Today, we will be talking about gradient series. The reality about businesses, class, is this. May naman palaging constant lang yung mga perang pumapasok, tama ba? Palagi bang fix? Diba kaya nga we have defined in our first module na meron tayong mga variable expenditures. Meron din tayong mga variable cost, meron tayong mga variable returns. Paiba-iba. Dito papasok yon when we talk about gradient series. Allow me to share my screen. Okay. So as written in the slide, some economic analysis problems involve receipts or expenses that are projected to increase or decrease by a uniform amount. Diba? Hindi palagi fixed. Each period thus constituting an arithmetic sequence of cash flows. An example of this is the maintenance and repair expenses on specific equipment which may increase by a relatively constant amount each period. Thus, ito yung tinatawag natin na uniform gradient amount. Okay, to illustrate, kailangan nyo lang matandaan na ganito yung itsura. We will have a variable G with an incrementing amount. And take note, no? Wala siya at the end of year 1. Wala siya at the end of year 1. And kagaya ng mga formula natin for present worth, sa mga future natin, ito yung mga formula. Okay? And again, class, itong mga data na to, ito, kung naalala nyo, no? Yan, ito, can be derived in our table. Okay, so madalas or 90% of the time, I will be giving the tables for you to. Hindi nyo na kailangan i-input sa calculus yung pag-solve nitong mahaba na yan. Okay? Kasi minsan dyan pa tayo namamali. Okay? So, finding A given G. And don't forget lang the annotation, no? Yung paano yung pagkakasunod. Finding A given G. Finding A given G. Ganun ang itsurahan niya. Okay? So, the term in brace is called the gradient to present worth. So, finding P given G. Diba? Ang haba, oh. Pag in-input mo sa calculus yan, malamang magkamali ka. Pero pag nandun ka na tumingin sa table, napakadali ng usapan. So, as it was said here, I'll be showing some examples, pero tandaan nyo that there is no cash flow. There is no cash flow. There is no cash flow at the end of period 1. Okay, tandaan nyo yung class, ha? Sige. Let's try solving this problem. Example. Suppose that a certain end of year EOY cash flows are expected to be 1,000, 2,000, and then 3,000 on the second, third, and fourth year. The interest is fixed at 15%. O sir, baka ko ba hindi fixed? Hindi. Nagbabago ito. Tingnan nyo, incrementing ng 1,000 on the second year, third, and fourth year. Yan. To determine the P and the equivalent A worth of gradient series. So, paano ba muna yung magiging diagram natin? Ganito. Very basic. So, meron kang incrementing amount. Again, no value at the end of year 1. And it was specifically stated in our problem, $1,000 for the second year, $2,000 for the third year, and $3,000 for the fourth year. Thus, our CFD, cash flow diagram. Now, finding P given G, ito na. So at the 4 years, 15%, saan nakuha yan? And then finding A given G. Diba ito lang naman yung hindi mo makuha dito eh. Kasi given na si G natin. And G is 1,000. Diba? And then finally, finding A, equivalent naman. Pero, the question is, saan nga ba nakuha itong mga to, sir? Tingnan natin ha. On the next table, ito yan. So, medyo maliit lang. Apologies, no? So, that will be finding P given G. Ito yun, class. Finding P given G. This one. At the, saan daw? 15%. Ito yung 15% natin. Discrete compounding. Ayun. And then, 4 years, no? Okay? Ito. 4, ito. 3786. Tama ba? Okay. Tama naman. Tama. Finding P given G. Tapos, ni-round up lang. 379. 0.3, 3.79 yung kinuha niya. Amount. So, the answer is 3790. Ito, finding A given G. Ito naman, 1.3263. Sir, ano ba talaga? Ilang decimal places? I will prefer class up to 4. Para maiwasan natin ito, may masyadong round up naman eh. Pero ito, mas magusto natin ng 4 decimal places. Take note of that. Okay? Ganun lang kadali. Now, let's look at another example. Suppose Joe agrees to make the following payments from a lending investor that lends money at 15%. Same illustration, pero dito meron kang, kailangan natin mag-isip, no? Meron tayo at year 1. Does it matter? Will it matter? Yun ang tanong. Determine the amount of money that he can loan. O, alam din natin na G is 1,000. Increment of G of 1,000 pesos or dollars na nila tinabigay. That he can loan from the lending investor in case Joe opts to return the money plus interest in equal end-of-year payments, meaning A yung kukunin, compute the annuities, and binanggit din, or the amount of annual payments to be made. So let's show first the CFD, the cash flow diagram of the problem. So, iyan ang magiging itsura niya. Take note, again, nagkaroon ng value kay 1. Okay? So, if you want this to happen, if you want to solve this, basic lang. Diba? Meron kang A dito. Ito yung annuity mo eh. Diba? And then, plus yung G. Diba? Yung 1,000 starting at year 2. Tingnan nyo, 1,000 plus 5,000, that is 6,000. 2,000 plus 5,000, 5,000 yan, 7,000. And so on and so forth. Diba? So, ibig sabihin, we just want to finding P given A with I is equal to 15%. Ito na. Plus, finding P given G. Ganun lang kadali. So, that will be 5,000 multiplied by finding finding P given A and finding P given G. Okay? So, bear with me babalikan natin to. Bakit saan nanggaling yan, sir? This will be, ito yung value na yon. At I, 15%, finding P given A, ito yon. And then, ilang taon? 4 years. $0.2855. Ayun, no? Tama, di ba? And ito rin yung kanina. Okay, 0.379. So, solving further, we will have the following. P given, pero tapos na ba? We only get P total. No, gagamitin natin yan for us to find the final. The question is, annuities. Annuities are the amount of annual payments to be made. Thus, that will be, ito, 5, 6, 7, 8, sabi nga natin, A is equivalent to 5,000 multiplied by the A given G. No? Finding A given G, that will be 5,000 fixed value starting year 1. Okay? Plus 1,000 A, uh, uh, finding A given G. Okay? Ito yon. Hindi na nabigay ito. Finding A given G at 5 years. Ito. 17228. 1,000 times 1.7228. Reply natin yan. Ito yung 17228. Ba't mali ako? Mali. Ito pala. 4 years lang pala. Okay? So that will be, sa 5 ako nakatingin. 1,326. Tama naman. 5,000 plus 1,000 times 1.326 will be 1,326. 5,000 plus 1,326. 6,326. Okay? And finally, finding P given the total of A, nag-equal naman siya. Okay? Magkalapit. Di ba? Magkalapit. So A, this is just conducted for us to have the check. So this is for your question B and for your question A. Okay? And then, finally, paano naman pag ganito? Paurong, no? Pababa ng pababa yung binibigay ni Joe. And from that idea alone, pwede natin sabihin na merong deduction na magaganap. Pagbawas. So, finding P again and finding A. So, the cash flow diagram. So, ngayon pa lang, let's think about this. Meron tayong P. Hanapin natin si P. Meron tayong gradient series na tigwa 1,000, no? 8,000, 7,000, 6,000, 5,000. So, meron tayong, let's say, fixed value of 8,000 and decreasing of a positive G. Di ba? Bawasan mo to ng 0, bawasan mo to ng 1, bawasan mo to ng 2, bawasan mo ng 3. Di ba? 8 minus 5, 3. 8 minus 2, 6. 7. 8 minus 1, 7. Ganun lang. Kadali. Okay? So, just to demonstrate lang, again, the cash flow is equivalent to, again, class, no, engineering economy is all about transformation. Diba? We want to transform yung mga nakikita nating problems into these diagrams. So, 8,000 for fixed annuities minus the gradient series. For us to get the gradient series that is required for Joe. Okay? So, solving further na lang to. Finding P given A. Ito yon. And then subtracting yung kanina lang din na value. So, we get a P of 19,050. And then, getting the annual equivalent, that will be 8,000 fixed minus 1,000 A given G. That will be 3.79. So that will be 6,607. So for your activity, just screenshot this video, this problem, and may the odds be in your favor. If you will have any question, class, comment down below or message me through my email or in my social media accounts. Thank you all, and until our next module.